Good morning, and we are on episode 29, I believe, and we're in 2nd Nephi chapter 16. And here we see in the preview it says that Isaiah sees the Lord and Isaiah's sins are forgiven. So here he describes the Lord sitting upon a throne high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. This is a common vision actually in the scriptures, and then it talks about the seraphim. I'm not going to stay on it too long, and but just to say that it's often how the Lord appeared to some of the people in the scriptures, some of the prophets, and I like it how he answers. He says, "Woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips. For mine eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts." So he realizes his nothingness next to God. And then he talks about getting a live coal, one of the seraphim getting live coal, and he laid it upon my mouth, and said, "Lo, this has touched thy lips, and thine iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged." I think that's an important scripture there, that it's an atonement. It's an atonement, or alluding to the atonement in his life. And then we have this messianic scripture, but as I heard a voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?" And then I said, "Here am I." Now I kind of think that Isaiah is sort of a time traveler. When you read his words, you feel like you're going back in time, you're going forward in time. You're in his time. It's kind of fun because you get a lot of this. So you have this pre-earth life allusion to of the Lord when he says, "Here am I, send me." But I also think you can feel his desire to do what the Lord wants, Isaiah's desire. And I think we can have that same desire to want to just say, "Here am I, send me," when we're called into a position, when the bishop sits down with us and asks us to be the primary, the nursery leader or something like that. We say, "Here am I, send me." And he's told to go and tell the people, "Hear ye indeed, but they understood not, and see ye indeed, but they perceived not." Now, this scripture here, "Make the heart of this people fat, and make their eyes heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and be converted and healed," seems a bit difficult. It seems like the Lord's saying, if you do this, then they won't be converted, and they won't be healed. But almost all the time in the New Testament, when this is brought up, I think it's brought up when they ask the Lord why he speaks in parables, and this was sort of part of what he said. And also it's given when they've testified of Christ and the people reject it. So it's not really the Lord trying to hide everything. It's the fact that they're just not receiving it. No matter how much they give him, they still will be blind and deaf, to the things. How long should they do it? Until all the land is removed. And then it says, but there will be a tenth that shall return. And this is again talking about that they will always be there. I wanted to get on to 17 today, and it's already, I think I'll finish there because we've talked a lot. In 17, I'm going to have a bit of fun as well. And I do like Isaiah, and I'm trying not to make it there's a lot for you to discover yourself in it still, and I just showing some highlights, and I hope you have a good day.